Hi, right. How's things?
Good, thanks. Just getting up. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. What time is it out there?
Oh, it is 8 a.m.
Oh God.
It's pretty
I
late.
interviewed Cannibal Corpse the other week,
Oh,
and
cool.
the interview was at midnight. I was,
Oh,
I
wow.
yeah, I was absolutely knackered.
I bet.
Yeah, I forgot the name of the album, everything. I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm knackered."
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, we've all been there.
Yeah, yeah. So how's everything with yourself and the band?
It's been going really well. We just finished up filming a music video last weekend. So we're looking forward to having everything done and finished for release super soon too.
When is the album coming out?
It's coming out on June 18th, and the music video and the first single will be out a few days before on the 11th.
Oh, brilliant!
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing it. To be honest,
Oh,
I've been listening to the album because it's on the Dropbox and all that. So it's
absolutely.
yeah, it's brilliant. It's a really good album.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
Yeah,
we've been
I,
working hard on that one.
to be honest, it's like I put it on today in the car, and I can't wait for it to be released because obviously it's a lot easier then. It just goes straight through. But
Absolutely.
yeah, it was. I had to pull the car over every now and then to change to the next song, but
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, it's great. Um, Starting at the beginning, what was your first love, and what music did you grow up listening to?
Oh my goodness. Well, my dad's a drummer, so I listened to basically anything with a beat. uh, my first concert though was Aerosmith, Kiss, Ted Nugent, and Saliva all in one show.
What right was that in 2003 or 2004?
It would have been
Where Kiss
definitely.
and Aerosmith did they join tour?
There was a joint tour. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I saw them in Detroit.
I saw them in Omaha. I flew out. They had a meet and greet, so I
Oh
flew out from the
wow.
UK, and
Yeah.
I had to change flights in Detroit, and I almost
Oh
didn't
wow.
make it because I'm ex-army.
Yeah.
I'm just so used to going out and like, right, I'm going to fly here. I'll find an hotel or something.
Yeah.
And when at the time, I had just come back from Iraq, and my beard was quite long, and
Wow.
they were looking at me weird. And so I got pulled in with all the immigrants and all that,
Oh.
with the visas and all that, and they said to
Mm-hmm.
me like, why you come to the UK? Why have you come to the US? I said, I've come to see Kiss and Aerosmith. And they were
Yeah.
going like, where you staying at? And I was like, I was going to find something there. It was
Wow.
they went onto the computer to check to see if Kiss and Aerosmith were playing Omaha. So that's the only reason they let me in.
Wow. Yeah, that would have been my first concert. I saw them right in Detroit.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant. It was
Yeah.
yeah, fantastic show.
Oh,
When people,
absolutely. So that
yeah,
would definitely be one of my early loves.
yeah,
Aerosmith, Kiss, rock music, but I listened to a lot of different eclectic styles growing up.
yeah.
So anywhere from like Limp Bizkit and like Korn, Slayer, and then Eminem were some of my favorite artists when I was just a wee child.
Well, I've my love in music is very similar. The only difference is it wasn't Eminem for me. It was Cypress Hill.
Oh my, yes, they're fantastic. And
Yeah,
Cypress Hill and the collaboration they did with Wyclef Jean on that song, oh, phenomenal.
yeah. Oh, I did but I remember when I was growing up, I had the bucket hat on. I had the jacket. I thought that was
Nice.
pretty.
The real deal.
Yeah. um, let's talk about the new album. It's as you say, it's coming out in June. When did you start writing for it, or did you already have a bunch of songs which you thought we're gonna put on it?
Oh, that's a good question. It's kind of a mix of all of the above, actually. It's this album started off with just maybe one or two songs that we really enjoyed that didn't fit on our last EP.
Yeah.
And as we were writing those, we were in our jam space, just coming up with more and more and more content. And sadly, in 2020, obviously COVID hit, and that changed pretty much everything. However, it was also how we were able to get our album done and written, as we were supposed to go on tour and hit a bunch of metal festivals throughout Alberta and different parts of Canada. And that didn't end up happening. So we had time to write and record.
Did you find it difficult or being able to meet up, or was the restrictions out there a lot different than it is in the UK? Because we couldn't meet up or anything like that. So a lot of the artists which I've spoken to found it very, very difficult. And they were like recording their parts in their homes and then sending it and finding it difficult that way.
Yeah, that's the great thing about it, is that Dave's an engineer, I'm an engineer, Shane himself does all his home recording. So, and
Jade
Rose
and Dave
and me,
trained me.
and then but Rose is also like in my bubble as well. So we'd constantly collaborate between the two of us. But we'd also be able to, after we did the initial drums, we basically tossed the tracks around to everyone else. Everyone got their parts down, edited it themselves, sent it over to Dave. Dave then went and reamped everything, you know, made the tones as they were. And then, you know, once the instrumentals were locked down, we started really working on the vocals. So the actual instrumentals of the tracks were done early last year. But we spent so long on these vocals.
It was
so they were perfect.
Towards the end of the summer there, we started crafting vocals and took a good 6-7 months to get that right.
On the album, you've got, is it 2 instrumentals?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, they're fantastic, absolutely brilliant. They take me back to the time when, like Ride the Lightning, when there was instrumentals on that, and it's, when I was listening today, I was like, wow, it's a very bold move to have instrumentals on an album, but it didn't take you away from it. It fitted in so much, and it just goes to show, to be honest, how talented you actually are as a band to be able to pull that off. Because there's not many bands, like I say, going all the way back to Metallica with Ride the Lightning. You don't see many instrumentals unless it's a full instrumental album.
Well, exactly, and
Very
it's one of the things that we really wanted to make sure that this album had a lot of room to breathe. We didn't want to rush and put, like, the last EP was all 3-minute, 4-minute long songs. With this, we knew we had some longer tracks, and we had really some stuff that needed to, like, that the True Love. We have the radio version, which cuts out that whole intro. And then, like, the one that's on the album is like a 2-minute 50-second long intro, and then it's got the song, and then it's got like another 2-minute long thing on the end, and like it makes it into like an 8-minute long song. But to me, it's like when you put on that song, like if you put on the actual record and you're sitting there, you know, it'll give you enough time to drink your beer, to have your smoke, and to
Yeah,
just enjoy it without, you know, being like you're halfway done your beer and it's already done and you're having to, you know, sit up again and flip over the
yeah.
song kind of thing.
No, it's amazing. It's really, like I say, I was sat there and I went, when the first instrumental came up, and I was like, wow, this is very new but old, if you know what I mean. It's like I
Absolutely.
say, it hasn't been done for quite some time, and like I say, it did. Like sometimes you might think it's going to throw you off, but it didn't. And it's you're top musicians,
Well, thank
and
you so much.
and like I say, there's not many bands which can pull it off, to be honest. And I tip my hat to you.
Thank you so much on
Thank
that.
you. Yeah,
Um,
I'm quite lucky to get to work with all the members of the band. They're all incredible multi-instrumentalists too. They don't just
Yeah.
play one instrument, they play many.
yeah. So what we're going to see on stage then is you're all going to swap. You'll go on guitar, somebody will go on drums, somebody of them will take over.
Oh, that would be cool. I'd love to do that for at least a show.
One of the most impressive things I've ever seen on stage was this local band. They're playing away, and then mid guitar solo, the guy just unclips his like strap locks,
Yeah,
throws the guitar across the stage. The bassist grabs it, like
yeah,
whips his bass onto his back, and then literally plugs in like whips out his cord, plugs it in, and finishes the solo.
yeah,
And like I'm just watching these and I'm just like my mind's blown. I don't care the bass is gone, the drums are going thick. Like just seeing that on stage just blew me away, because this bassist
yeah,
who was there just chilling, playing the lines for like 45 minutes of the set, and then all of a sudden just goes up and just shreds this amazingly beautiful solo, and you're
yeah,
just like, wow, these guys are talented.
yeah. It's I've seen videos or something similar, but I think what I saw, they threw each other the guitars. The bassist threw his bass, the guitarist threw his guitars, and they just carried on like it was. But
Yeah,
it's definitely something I think you should consider. Just hand each other instruments.
definitely.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to
Yeah.
catch it. I'm not a good catch.
I know.
Throw me a snare drum and I'll do a wicked little drum roll or something.
With the new album coming out and being released, like you say, in June, have you got any plan? Was this always going to be the case for June, or was this going to be something like you were going to do last year, but with COVID and all that?
We actually really wanted to have a big lead up to it, because every other record we've put out, we've given ourselves the normal amount of time, and
Yeah,
this time we knew there was no rush because of COVID, and everyone
yeah,
was having a hard time putting releases out. But we knew summer was coming and people were getting excited, and the world was changing again, and we're like, well, this doing it digitally would be a good idea, and then being able to push it as far as we can worldwide when everyone's still hungry for content,
yeah,
is a good idea. But we have a line of cover videos that are basically leading up towards the album release. We've dropped on our YouTube channel, we did a Zelda cover, we did a Beyonce cover, we did the Killers cover, just a whole bunch of different covers to showcase Rose, to showcase some of our new members, just
yeah.
kind of build a lot of things people already know. And then we have a RuPaul cover coming out a week
All
before
right.
the video coming out, with a whole bunch of drag performers from around our area.
Wow.
I'm super excited about that.
Yeah, me too.
And yeah, and like it's Rose had a blast with it, man. She's kills it. But like we wanted to build this up to something more than just here's a Friday, here's our new release. kind of thing like that. We know we have that track where we have a guest vocal. We're just doing everything we can to really make this special, not only to us, but to the listener. When they download the album on Bandcamp or something like that, we want to include a big pack of stuff that they get too. Like maybe it'll be a phone cover, like a phone background of the band that they can download, they can put on their phone, something that they might not even use, but if they get it and they remember it, they're like, oh, I remember, yeah, it came with this, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's kind of reminiscent, not just with our sound, but also with the packaging of the online release, similar to a lot of that came out in the 90s, the early to late 90s, that they would have the CD booklets with, you know, little hidden Easter eggs in there. And sometimes you get like a second disc that you can pop into your computer or something, and there'd be a music video.
That would bring you to like the shittiest website ever. And it's like, yeah, here's Britney Spears's like top 3 promo photos. And you're just like, oh yeah, this is awesome. It's just,
yeah. So it's like that, but a little more advanced, I guess.
It sounds amazing. What platforms is it coming out on? Is it just digital, or
we're starting with digital because we really wanted to make it available for people to listen to, no costs, nothing stopping people from listening to it. We know that at this time a lot of people are struggling with money. It's really hard, and as much as, you know, we'd love to make money off the album, we'd rather people hear it. We'd really rather people listen to the message that these songs have. Like my favorite track is November, where the strings come in and there's like the, you know, the acoustic guitar starts, and I really want people just to hear that, just so I can know that people can have that in their ears. And to me, I'd much rather give that and more. So yes, it'll be on Spotify, it'll be on Apple Music, it'll be on all the good streaming platforms, but we also want to make it available on Bandcamp. But we are putting a price on the Bandcamp only because when you get it, you get the trilogy. You'll be able to get the Trials EP, you get the Judgment, and then you get the Execution. So, you know, it'll be a nice way of thanking our fans that do want to support us financially. We'll just lead them over there and be like, here you go, here's a bunch of bonus content, here's our first Live Off the Floor remastered, as well as some bonus art and things like that. So we just want to basically thank people for listening to us, as well as for new fans, really engage them in what we do.
Well, the solid formats like CDs and vinyl and all that could come at a later stage. Like you say, you really want to get people to look at it and go, wow, it is an amazing album. There's no question about that. It's a brilliant album. And when I've like, since I've been doing this, I've come across so many bands around the world which I would never have heard of before. And I've become good friends with the artists which are in these bands, because I just keep saying to people, you need to listen to new music. Doesn't matter where it is around the world. One of the things which, as I was saying to another artist yesterday, as I always keep saying, bands need support, they need financial help, and instead of giving money to record labels or things like that, to go out and purchase merchandise from yourselves, because that's the only way you lot can survive. And that's one thing which I try to drill into people: buy merchandise, being a t-shirt, being a hoodie, purchase something, because it all helps.
Exactly. And for us working with different bands, I mean, I think we all wear so many band shirts, right, Rose?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Even this jacket behind me is like a Blues Fest jacket from sometime in the late 90s, 98. Bunch of bands that my dad and I saw back in Windsor, Ontario.
Oh, it's I've got my battle jacket and it's just full. And my
Oh yeah.
my stepmother, she keeps having to go at me. No more patches, no more patches, because I can't sew for shit, like. And it comes back and all that, like, oh, thank you. And then I go on to one of my onto a band and I go, oh, they got a patch there, I'll buy that. That big goes again then.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's something I'm going to be working hard on too the next for the next month. On the back end, I like doing little bits of graphic design and stuff. So I've been working on making like an online merch site sort of thing where people can, order what they like and it's printed and sent to them from there.
Well, you've got my email address. Send me the link to the merchandise and all that, and I will get it shared all over my social media and all that. And tell people to get some t-shirts bought.
Yeah, we have a brand new t-shirt design that's coming out for the album.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, it is it reminds me a little bit of cross between like Rose. It's a picture of Rose, but it's very witchcrafty. It reminds me a little bit of like the old Aliens promotional cover art for the movie Aliens.
Yeah,
it's very kind of creepy, surreal. I'm super excited about it.
Sounds amazing. With many artists taking to social media and live streaming, is that something you've thought about doing?
So
absolutely.
We've been doing live streaming since last March. The minute the minute lockdowns really came in, I looked at the band and it was like, I have to buy some new gear. Be right back. And then came back a month later with enough gear for us to do not only just easy live streams, but to do multi-camera, full 24 track recording live streams. We worked with our engineer Dave, who's in the band, but he did all the audio for the first few streams, and then we got an even more streamlined for it. We've put on our Fallen Fest, which was a live stream festival. We played Rock and Roll Pride, we played Burnaby Pride, we played just multiple different festivals being able to live stream. And I'll let Rose finish off kind of like where we're leading to with this thinking of the digital platform in mind.
All right. Well, you said most of it. Like Jade said, we've been live streaming since the get-go, which has been really great, actually. It's different, definitely. Live stream shows can be a little strange since you're basically in a room by yourselves. But what we love to do is still bring that same energy that we bring on stage at a live show to our live stream performances. We perform them like a regular concert. We talk to the audience like they're right there in front of us. Yeah. And we really have been wanting and have been working on crafting that live stream show for the last year.
I definitely think if you don't leave it sweaty, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. It's but I don't know if you've heard of the band Those Damn Crows. They did a concert out in Germany last year, and it was the most strangest thing going. I think it would have been better if there was no crowd, because because of all the restrictions, people couldn't sing. They was all distanced and all that. It just looked as though, because I watched it and I reviewed it, and it was like them performing to mannequins. It just looked re-edited. It just didn't look right. And everyone, all these German fans just stood there like.
Yeah.
That would remind me of that I, Robot movie with Will Smith and all the mannequins. And
Yeah, it looked so weird. I was like, oh God. And they were like trying to uh, get the crowd going, but knowing that they couldn't because of the restrictions. But it was so
Yeah.
strange. Really, really
Well,
strange.
I can't wait for live music to come back.
Yeah,
But
I
in the
mean,
meantime, live stream's fun.
for the for the last 2 years, that's all it's been is right put in the concert date down, go for me to go and photograph them and review it. And it's like, right, that's cancelled. I haven't got a clue where I am anymore. There's so many bands now which are cancelled and postponing them, and you're like, oh, I
Yeah.
give up.
I really enjoyed the Lamb of God live stream when they're all played in their living rooms.
Yeah, I've
And
reviewed that.
I was just like, oh, woo. These like he's like sitting in his like couch and just like ripping all this stuff. I was like, man, I wish I could play like that.
Yeah, it
That's
was.
incredible.
I watched oh, the Black Delilah murder.
Ah,
They done one at Christmas, and I reviewed that, and just seeing them dressed up in like a bunny costume, and I was like, what is going on? This is just all right. Like,
Yeah.
it's so strange. Are you doing anything planned for the album release?
we do. We have a show, which as of today, since you are the first person to hear about it, so we are doing a live stream show with three amazingly talented bands. We have a band local to us that's very, very, we love them so much, named Anarchion. They're
Yeah.
another female fronted heavy band. There is Collision Course, which is rising the charts in Canada with the rock
Yeah.
and roll, very Nickelback, very 3 Days Grace, kind of, that kind of Papa Roach kind of style.
Yeah.
And then we have a band from Mexico called Lost Nebula, which is where
On the album True Love is she's the other vocalist that we featured on that song.
Brilliant.
So her band, it'll be playing a set, and we're super excited about it. Every band's awesome and talented, just as you would expect, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna all be in the chat room. We're all gonna be. I think last time when we all played together in the chat room, there's like you can pass a ball of like a beach ball or something with an emoji, and everyone was like passing beach balls around. It was like a true concert. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It sounds brilliant. Finally, have you made any plans to tour yet? And will we be seeing you in the UK in the near future?
So one of our big pushes this definitely this album is pushing it to the UK. We've really have some great support from the country and from people like yourselves that are giving us a chance to really air our dirty laundry, and it's so nice, and we thank you everyone for your support. And we've really seen, especially with when you break down all the analytics and things like that, you can see it's just slowly starting to creep in, and I'm really enjoying it because it's one of, I think, our number one destinations to go to.
Yeah.
Just because I don't know. I just
all the music that I hear come from the UK. The performances that are seen either from artists that have traveled over to Canada that I've gotten to see live, or watching live concert footage. Like the sound, the community, everything just sounds like an amazing place to be and collaborate with other musicians. So our big goal is to tour the UK as soon as we can. Obviously with COVID, it's a little difficult to plan. But that's definitely something we're aiming for. And then we'd like to also hit Australia and the US at some point in time. But The US
I'm
might
the
take a
same.
long time to get to.
I'm the same with Australia. I want to go there.
Yeah,
One day I'll go there, I keep saying.
it'd be great. Maybe when the spider flood calms down a little bit, but
Yeah. I saw on the other day that they pulled this giant bloody snake out of someone's house, and I was like, "All right, that's it.
oh my
I ain't,
goodness. I
I
mean,
ain't going. I am not going there."
yeah, I love snakes, but I wouldn't want one to come out my bathroom or something.
No, no. I wouldn't want one in my village.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm much the
But
same with spiders. I love spiders, but I've got extreme arachnophobia.
well,
It's difficult.
this has been absolutely brilliant speaking to you. Good luck with the album. The album is fantastic, and
Thank you so much.
I can't wait to share it with everyone. And I will put down your social media and get people to come and visit you.
Yeah, definitely. We have a
That
lot of
sounds
good.
great.
We have a lot of great video content coming out, as I said, leading up to the album. And then,
Yeah.
as long as you follow our YouTube, you'll be able to, and our Facebook, you'll see the live stream for the album release. And we play the entire album front to back, minus the one acoustic instrumental. So it'll be a blast.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm looking so forward to viewing it on Spotify because I don't have to keep pressing it when I'm driving.
Yeah, you
But,
and me both.
but no, it's a brilliant album, and like I say, the instrumentals are fantastic. And for myself, right, as I was saying earlier, it's Ride the Lightning and Masters of Puppets was the last time you had something like that, and no,
Oh, wow.
pulled it off brilliant. Pulled it off brilliant.
Thank you so
Anyway,
much.
I will send you links to this, and good luck with the album, and hope to speak to you and see you in the UK very, very soon.
Absolutely.
Yes, hopefully see you soon. Thank you so much for having us on here.
No, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you. Thank you for coming on and reaching out.
Have a great day.
I take care.
All right. Ciao.
Okay, bye.